Well, welcome back. I'm going to title it Day 4. I haven't been able to give you an update on the front end loader for a while. I just had a lot going on. Just kind of catch you up to speed. I did take the hydraulic cylinder that comes on this right side of the tractor. I needed to take it. It's the lifting arm cylinder. Took it to a hydraulic shop, and I also had one rigid line that I had mentioned before in one of the videos that I really needed to spend some time or at least get it redone, and so that's what I've done. Today I'm looking at hooking up my hydraulic control valve and trying to get it mounted. Definitely some concern. Great valve, everything looks great on it, and you can the way that this is designed, this is your in on this side, so you've got your power in. Now you can do it either way. You can change and take this port out and cover it back up here and then hook your line to the top. So whichever way it's best to mount for you. Of course, this is to control your pressure. You can take off the cap here, loosen the jam nut, and then be able to make the adjustment. There's a screw or a Phillips head on the inside that you can actually adjust it out. And then this would be your power through. Say that I was going to hook a grapple to it. I would be able to have it have a power through, go to another control valve sitting next to it, and then this one is for the tank. Now, once again, you can either use the top or the side mount for that tank, but what I'm looking at is how I want it to control, if I want it mounted to the tractor itself and then set it up to where I can reach everything, or if I want it mounted to this brace arm and bring it out far enough that I can control it. Then when I take off the front end loader, I would be able to leave this control valve on with the tractor or with the front end loader versus having it attached permanently to the tractor. Now, if I do that and mount it to the control arm or mount the control valve to this lift arm, then I would need to plumb. From here is my hydraulic box coming in, and then I would take it and I would plumb it in to where I would have a QD and be able to leave the lines on my tractor and then have them attached. I don't know really where I would attach them. Of course, I've got steering knuckles. I've got a lot of moving parts in here, but I can attach it to where I would have the hoses up out of the way. Haven't decided that. Of course, I am going to try to use this is the old control valve. I'm going to try to use all the QDs off of it, quick disconnects. My hoses for in and out, are way too short for my control valve, but all of my adapters do fit. So I can use, when I look at my control valve getting plumbed, I do have all of the attachments to go from the block itself. This is going to go right into the block, then this will screw to the end, and this is a 90-degree if I need it. I've got some attachments just being able to rob it off of the other tractor when I took this off of the other tractor. So also contemplating, I'm thinking I'm going to go ahead and paint it while I've got it off. I don't know if you can see, but it's wanting to start rusting on me just from where I've already cleaned it up and welded. I still don't have my back brace yet. Looking at that, it was a couple $100 to rebuild the cylinder and the line itself, and so kind of waiting for more funds so that I can get the metal. I've even looked, I've got some other metal. I might run that channel back as far as I can to the axle and then mount it from there. But I wanted to give you an update. I don't know how far I'll get today. Hydraulics definitely slow you up because I'm wanting, it's one of those, once I plumb it, once I get it in, I'm not going to move it, and it costs way too much, and not something that you want to really mess around with, and I want it right. There's a lot of pressure here. This is one of those that first time go, you don't want to have to redo it and waste the time or the money in the effort. So that's really my main concern, is getting my control valve on, getting it where I want it. And then on top of that, I was out bush hogging the other day, and I had messed up my yoke. I'm going to end up taking it over to Jonathan to the forge. I tried to move it. I can't move it. I can't put it on the press and move it, and I definitely can't anvil hammer it down. Even with some heat, I couldn't move it enough, but he can put it in the forge, get it up to temp, pull it out, let it cool down and anneal it, and then we can move it and then reharden it if we need to. And so going to take it over there probably this afternoon and let him mess with it for a little bit. Definitely have an angle on it, and some would say, well, it's just time. If you look at the my wheel, it's needing replaced anyway. But this goes back to, I don't want to replace it until I get everything done there at the farm. As far as the main big cleaning, I abuse this bush hog. You can tell I've had to weld some things, weld some areas on it, but it's been a beast. And this was this came with the tractor as well. This was my grandfather's, and I've just welded it back. When I get done and we get the main part of the farm cleaned up, I will take and be able to put it back together and fix it up nice again, repaint it, and use it. Because the farm, I'll just use it for clearing. The finish mower, I'll get a finish mower so that we can do most of the mowing. So anyway, just updating you on the front end loader and the tractor series here. This will be day 4. I really haven't worked on it in a while. When I took the hydraulic components to the shop, I knew I would kind of be on hold. So just bear with me. We'll get it back together. I'm anxious to get it running. I'd love to have it running by next week and see what's going on and be able to use it. I've got a lot of work to do with it, and I think a front end loader will be a very useful tool. And so I appreciate you tuning in, and any questions you can always message, put comments in. That's fine. I'll look at them and get you answered as quick as I can. You've got hydraulic questions, I'm probably not the one to answer, but I can tell you that I've learned a lot, and I've found a lot of people don't know much either. So it does good to do the research. Thank you. You have a good day.